Hey guys, today I'm here with the Xinlin X181 Navigator X6. This quadcopter I got here, I bought from GearBest. It took a long time to get here, and you can see the box is pretty beat up. I got the white one. It comes in black and white, but actually this is the second quadcopter that I got. If you think this is beat up, you should see the first one I got. It was in terrible condition. One of the motors was broken off. The body was damaged. So that was a big pain. But finally I got it. This quadcopter is advertised as a brushless motor quadcopter. But when I got it, I realized that these don't look like your conventional brushless motors. These are more like a upgrade to a brushed motor. Okay, so in the box you have the quadcopter. Comes with the camera attached. It has the 5.8 gigahertz antenna. It has a little door back here, compartment for the battery, and it uses banana plugs. It's and the little door can be a little bit flimsy sometimes. I have already wrecked it, as you can see, and it doesn't take hits very well. Landing gear here broke off. I glued it back together. So it's not really a quadcopter that you want to start beating up a bunch, because it doesn't take hits very well. It also comes with the battery here. This is a 7.4, so it's a 2S battery. There's the banana plug, if I can focus on it. But anyway, 7.4. This is a 1500 milliamp hour battery. I believe it's a 30C. I'm not really sure about it, about the discharge capacity. Alright, got the charger. It's just a very basic charger. With this charger, the light is gonna blink red when the battery is charging. Once it's done charging, it's gonna be green, and it plugs right there into the balance lead, which is that right there. That's the balance lead. Okay, comes with a spare set of propellers. These little propellers right here. They're fairly flexible. I haven't had a propeller break yet, so I guess that's good, right? The propeller hasn't broken yet, so it's good. Some propeller guards, which I am not going to put on there. My take on propeller guards is that they affect the flying quality of I noticed of a lot of quads, especially if you're flying in the wind. It does take it a little more than normal. I don't think it protects it that much more when you hit something, having a propeller guard on or not. We got some little screws here that you can put your propeller guards on, and also for the landing gear. The landing gear doesn't come on. I put it on there. And then the transmitter. The transmitter looks pretty cool. It actually has integrated screen. That's a 5.8 gigahertz signal that sends to the quadcopter. So transmitter is actually pretty neat. Problem with this transmitter and the quadcopter is that I get a lot of static, and I get a lot of static whether I'm in an area that has a lot of Wi-Fi or I'm in an area that doesn't have a lot of Wi-Fi. I've been getting a lot of static, and I'll show you what I mean in a little bit. And then it also comes with the set of instructions. The instructions are in broken English, so they can be a little bit difficult to understand, but if you like diagrams like I do, that's probably the best way to go about it. You just look for what each button does, and that'll pretty much, if you are familiar with quadcopters, that'll pretty much tell you, show you what to do. It does flip, so for a quad this big with with brushless motors, for a quad this big, it's nice. It does some cool flips, and that's kind of nice. I like that. It also has they call it a key return, which is weird. I mean, it's just pretty much one key return. I don't know how it works. I will test it out. And it also has headless mode, and I don't know how well it works either, and we'll have to test that out too. So it has Headless mode, 1 key return. It does flips, and then it does all the it does the FPV, and then it does the basic, all the other basic stuff. Now, how well does this quad work? Okay, it flies pretty nicely. It flies pretty nicely. You know, for an intermediate flyer, it flies well. Now, it doesn't. The FPV hasn't worked real good for me yet. I'll show you in a minute. So on the transmitter, you have 2 antennas up here. I'm not sure if one's for show or they both work, but they're there. Then you have headless mode on the right shoulder button, and then you have 1 key return, or as they call it, a key return on the left shoulder button. The 2 buttons here on the side, these 2 are for turning the LEDs on and off. They both work the exact same way. So the button here is for the different rates, and they actually call it the speed control, but it just pretty much changes rates. It has 3 rates. It has the first rate, which is pretty mild. Second rate is a good rate, and then it has a third rate, which just does automatic flips, but it's pretty much the same as a second rate. On top of the speed control button or the rate button, you have the flip button. So you press that, and the quadcopter flips. It's a pretty cool feature, and it also has automatic flips on the third rate. So that's nice. It has the trim buttons here, trim button, and trim button, and then it has a volume button for the camera. And then these buttons here, they control the camera. So this is how you turn the screen on. So let's go ahead and do that. I'm just going to turn it on. All right, so you turn this is the power button here for the transmitter, so you can turn it on. And then the way to turn on the camera is you press the power button and you hold it. You just hold it a few seconds and it comes on. I don't really like the sound. I don't think it really adds anything, so I just turn the sound all the way down. And then it has its button here says OK, and this button here does the pictures, it records, and it can play. It calls it the 3 modern switch key, but pretty much that's all it means is it'll play the different pictures or whatever you've gotten. And let me see if I can pull them up. Then the set button here just changes from pictures, from taking pictures to, let's see, from taking pictures there, that's the taking pictures, to video, to just going through the pictures that you've taken. So that was a picture there, or that's actually a video. That's actually a video. Let's try to play that video. Let's see here. You go OK, and it plays. I'll turn the volume down. Let's see. That's a video that I took earlier, and let's see how. I want to turn all the volume down, but I mean, you couldn't see anything. You can't use the FPV. You can't even. So that's not really that useful. By pressing this button, I'm going up and down, looking through the pictures. More video. So that was a picture, but you know, nothing really good. And probably the biggest problem is that it just gets a lot of static when you're trying to record anything with this or take a picture of anything. It just gets a bunch of static. It doesn't matter. I've been in an open field and it was pretty much the same as it was around the neighborhood. So I don't know about that. So now let's just turn the quad on and so see if maybe we can not get some static, and we can test out the button for the LEDs. You can see the LEDs, how they work. So first I'm going to take the battery, plug it up, whatever. Alright, the little door actually closed okay. Sometimes I've had trouble closing this little door. I don't know if the antenna is in here or if that's just for looks. It could just be for looks. Like the X1, the JJRC X1 has that little thing sticking out and it's just for looks. Okay, and then so here is the on and off button right there. So I'm going to turn this transmitter off. I'm going to turn the quad on. You see the blinking LEDs there. Has they just blink. They constantly blink. And I'm going to turn the quad away from me. Okay. And now I'm going to turn on the transmitter again. On. You see the LEDs blinked kind of fast, and then you got to go. Then to bind it, you got to go up and down with the throttle. So you go up and down, and it makes that noise, and then the LEDs start blinking like that. You can turn by pressing this switch or this button, either one, turn the LEDs off. So let me show you. Shuts them off. You can turn them on again. You just press the button again, and it turns them back on again. So I'm armed, so I should be able to go. So let me see if I can put this over here. I'm not going to try to fly it in here because this is it's a little too big for in here. But anyway, if I give it a little bit of throttle, you'll see the propellers move. Okay, so pretty quiet. It's a very quiet quad. Alright, so now let's do the FPV. So let's turn the power on here. Hold it a few seconds. You see it come on. And you immediately, that's what the quad is seeing. I'm going to turn the volume down. Okay, and you see I'm holding it, but the static is terrible. I mean, you're flying this thing. You can't. I'm just kind of moving it around the room right now. So, my question that I haven't figured out yet is if there is a way that I can maybe switch the channels on this. There may be a way to switch channels and yeah, make it. I'm not sure, but I might turn it off because it's making some. Right out of the box like this, if you go to use it, you should be aware that the FPV doesn't work that well. If anybody has any input to give to make it work better, please, I would like to know. Another thing I thought about was, well, maybe you can switch out the antenna, because and put on better antenna. Problem is you can't remove the antenna without doing some major work to the actual camera, module. It's all one thing. So that's it's also a problem. And you have your slot for your SD card. It comes with this. It's I believe it's a 4 gigabyte SD card. Yeah, 4 gigs. And it comes with that. It was already in. Okay, and so it goes right in there like that. Actually, like this, and there, and then it has an auxiliary cable, like output there, jack, that you can use, I think, for sound maybe, and then a USB, a micro USB port there. So I mean, I like the remote. I like the way it's set up. I really wish it would work better. That's probably one of my biggest complaints is that the FPV doesn't work right, and then the advertisement of the brushless the motors as being brushless, and they're not really brushless. So alright guys, so that is the basic overview of the Xinlin X181, the Navigator. I'm gonna go out and fly it and just show off all the features, see how well they work. So anyway guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys later. Please subscribe. Bye bye.